Hello, Monsignor.
And how are you?
Who's asking? I'm asking the questions here. Hello to everyone here. Back to Tuesday Tea with Turro. Up for another session with the esteemed man himself. He loves his tea and he loves cannoli. Would you like to eat a cannoli, Monsignor?
No. Should I tell you why?
Why?
Because in fact it's impossible to eat a cannoli. What I would eat would be a cannolo, but I would not eat cannoli. Cannoli is plural.
So you wouldn't eat cannoli? You wouldn't eat cannoli, so you wouldn't eat more than one cannolo?
Oh, I would, yeah.
Okay, so we've clarified that. All right. You have your standard tea.
Yes.
And I have red tea. I forget who actually gave us the red tea, but thanks to whoever got us the red tea. And then the cannoli today are from DM. He's becoming every week now to give us different sorts of pastries, and Monsignor is very grateful, as am I. And so cheers, Monsignor. God bless you. First question that you asked me to ask you, and the question was, what do you think of me?
It's very strange weather out here today, don't you find?
It's a little cloudy. Yeah. What were we talking about?
I forgot completely.
Okay, next question. Some question sent in. I'll just read the whole paragraph. I had sent you the serious question to ask Monsignor Turro, but how about something different? Like, what was one of the most beautiful places he had seen in all his travels?
Oh, I've never given any thought to that.
You have some thoughts?
I have traveled widely, and I certainly have been to beautiful places, but it never struck me to single out one particular place that I particularly enjoyed. I think one thing that stands up all of a sudden in my mind would be driving westward toward the Rockies. I remember that experience and how imposing I found the view.
Do you remember who you were with?
Oh, I was with another priest a classmate of mine that we used to travel together frequently on vacations. Father Jim Riley, long since passed away.
You drove out west to the Rockies? From New Jersey, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Did you go skiing?
No, I've never gone skiing.
Snowboarding, then.
What's that?
Snowboarding?
Oh, no, I didn't do any of that. I just enjoyed the view.
Did you go to the Rockies and play soccer?
No, I never did, no.
Because that's what I did. I went to Denver, and my friend lived there, and Denver is the Mile High City. So I went there, and the very first thing he asked me to go do with him was to go play a soccer game.
Oh.
Both of my calves cramped up in the middle of that game. It was quite an experience. I don't think I'll make that mistake again. Though I do want to go to Denver and hit a golf ball, because the air is so much less dense that the ball usually goes much farther. So that'll be an experience. We can do that together if you want, Monsignor. Long road trip, stuck in the same car for weeks on end. Isn't that delightful to your...
I'd like to think about that.
All right, well, Denver is beautiful. The mountains, the Rocky Mountains, gorgeous. That pleases me, that answer. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Now here's the second part of the question. Was there a place or places that he felt very much that he was meant to be in that place at that particular time?
Well, maybe that's my feeling anytime I come upon a place that I find imposing and pleasant. And there were many such places in my life, um, not just something of natural beauty such as the Rockies, but my travels through Europe I found very, very, very enjoyable.
Would you make these same trips in Europe with that same priest?
Oh, yes, we were good. We were good companions. He's long since uh, deceased, but he was a classmate of mine, Jim Riley. We had gone through minor seminary and seminary together, in fact. And for a number of summers, we vacationed together.
Monsignor Turro and I did a mini road trip to the old seminary where we saw the original chapel and the 300 room, what did you call it? The apartment complex, kind of? The dorm?
Yeah.
There was a fountain, a pool, a garden. There was a mansion that was quite imposing in its own way, and it was beautiful. I'm a little upset that we don't have that property anymore. But Monsignor Turro gave me a little tour. He sat on the bench and pointed out many different things in the area. But it's beautiful up there. And I think, you really like mountains. You like being in the hill country.
I do. I also like shore areas, though, very much.
Me too. I ever tell you that my home in heaven is going to be beachfront property on a mountain?
Well, maybe you could save the upper floor for me then.
We're going to be living in the same house? That's what heaven is to you? So, it's all coming out now. All right, next question. What do you think is your greatest weakness?
Cannoli. I would eat them for breakfast, dinner, and supper.
If you had that many?
Yeah.
But we shouldn't check your blood sugar after you eat three cannoli, I should say.
Right.
All right. Last question. First thing that comes to mind, aside from how you answered it just a few seconds ago, but what do you think heaven will be like?
Well, I'm told what it would be like, certainly by revelation, and that is complete happiness, deriving from the fact of being with God, really, literally, so to say, physically with God. You can't supersede that with anything, any other enticement. It can't get better than that. To be in God's embrace.
You think when you're in God's embrace, there will be lots of cannoli?
Well, no, I probably will lose my appetite for cannoli.
Really? What's it going to be replaced by?
The experience of heaven, for sure. It's complete happiness. You have complete happiness, you have no further desire.
Do you think complete happiness is possible without chocolate cake, though?
Yes, I think that's the very definition of being with God. Complete happiness.
So all the beautiful things that we experience in this world, all the delicious things we experience in this world, do you think they won't be up in heaven?
Well, I will say this. We'll certainly be as happy as we've ever been here on earth, and more so. Now, how that happiness is generated, whether it's by cannoli or whatever, is another matter.
Yeah. What if you find out that in heaven, everyone's happiness is having a pet dog?
I would think twice about going.
And the fact that you said earlier that, oh, if in heaven I'm gonna have my beachfront on top of a mountain, and you said you would want me to save you the top floor. If you found out that heaven was sharing a house with me,
Yeah,
what do you?
I can't simply picture that. That's going off in different directions, like being in heaven with God, complete happiness, being with others, let us say. I can't picture that.
Well, I hope there's a lot of cannoli in my house at least. You can come over and have some. When you're bored with the beatific vision, that is impossible, Monsignor. We don't want to hear such heresies. Well, thank you, Monsignor. Any other thoughts, feelings, or desires that you would like to share with me or the people?
Not really. I lead a completely satisfied life right now. I look forward to the happiness of later on.
Yeah. Can you really be perfectly satisfied in this life then? If we aren't even made for this life?
No, I don't think so.
So you are not perfectly satisfied right now, Monsignor?
No, I think that's safe to say that we'll only know complete and total and unlimited happiness in the next life in God's presence.
It's going to be awesome. I'll see you there.
I'll be there, yes.
I might get there first.
If you keep asking questions like that, you might get there first.
Oh.
Sooner than you expect.
Oh, I see that. Oh, I see where we're going. I thought you just meant by asking these questions, I become holier because I contemplate the highest things. No, I see. It's because then you'll use the purple menace to get me there sooner. I gotcha. All right. Well, Monsignor, I would do benediction, except I got powdered sugar all over my fingers, so maybe you could bless the people.
I'll be very glad to do so. Benedictio Dei Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, descendat super vos, et maneat semper. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much, Monsignor. Thank you to everyone for joining us. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye.
So long.
Okay, good. Thoughts, Monsignor?
What?
Any particular thoughts on our recent interview?
Well, I expect checks to come in by the bundle,
Who's sending the checks?
Checks to me, that is.
Who's giving you the checks?
Or whoever has seen it, has heard my comments.
Why would they be giving you checks?
Just out of sheer goodwill toward me. I'm irresistible on TV.
That, I will say, no one will deny. Irresistible on